disaster averted.
118 captains having a go at mending. Is
Not happy. What have you come here for? So after the success of getting Sheenagh's tyre sorted yesterday, I did a very silly thing. I took the second tyre, because I bought a second one, and left my credit card. So this morning's task was to cycle back to the bicycle shop, and I was there just before the shutters opened. And as I walked in, she looked at me with a sly smile and produced a card from behind the till that she taped to it with a piece of sellotape. Bless. So, disaster averted. The other silly thing that I did yesterday was leave the shower dongle in the meter after I had a shower, and there's a €10 deposit on it. So it wasn't there this morning. Okay, another 7 kilometres.
leaving Porto Corolla.
It's a bit rocky and bumpy, and we've got a wind which is about 10 knots gusting to 18, which is really awkward because I think we've got the sails and the position set, and then the gust comes along and it changes everything. How are you feeling? Yeah? You don't like it when it leans over?
Flap and oh no, the noise, no. But it's a nice sail, fly.
Yeah. Nice cup of tea.
I'm glad you enjoyed the cup of tea. I'm just not an adrenaline junkie. Never have been, never will.
On the other hand, yeah, okay. I'm not an adrenaline junkie. I'm not. Thank you. Oops. Not easy to eat, is it, when you're bouncing up and down like this? Big wave. here we are at anchor in Porto Giunco. It's all dark, but there's brightness and sweetness in the saloon of options. Look at that meal. Look at that.
It's a bit warm because I've been cooking.
You have been cooking. Yeah, it looks good though.
Yeah, chicken alla Bologna.
Okay, that's secured. Goodbye, Porto Giunco, with the sun rising. Apparently there is an anchorage there, but that would have been, I think, very exposed just there. At least we had that little bit of sticking out of land that was protecting us.
You know, half the time we were really nice, and then other times a little bit more.
Yeah.
It swung round.
Yeah. So you get past the protection of the headland here, and then all of a sudden we get, oh, here we go. Narrow channel between that headland and that island. So it's a bit choppy and confused around here. Woo! Patrol boat, possibly. Is it your Lebanese time?
Yeah, I'm wait for the kettle to boil.
Okay.
Then I can make the dish.
Cap the Cagliari. You can see some darker coloured water ahead. And that's the start of the wind that we're expecting. It's rock and roll, but no wind right now, but it's going to arrive very soon. Which will slow us down a bit. And here comes the breeze. There we go. Just as Sheenagh's pouring the tea. See a few white caps on the waves. couple of minutes, it's gone from calm to blowing at around about 9 knots. Bang on the nose again. And Cagliari comes into view. Well, the blue light flashing.
That was not made then.
Hello, Cagliari! Into port before the wind starts to get too blustery. I'd rather moor up when we haven't got too much wind. Canoe water polo. Oh, good save. Saved it with his paddle. Heading to the fuel dock.
So here we are at the fuel dock, the first bunker, and we have just put in 118 litres. So that's going to keep us going for winter. Winterizing options means we wash down the sails, let them dry before we actually take them down, as well as wetting me. Don't even do it again. No! Thank you.
Cleaning duties on the good ship options. So that's 4 done. Okay. It's starting to get dark. And it's just after 6 o'clock. Lights are coming on. Sheenagh's gone shopping. Time to put the chain back in its locker. And it'll all just feed in and go back in there. There we go. This is a chandler's, and you look in the window and you think, oh yeah, they've got everything. Well, I need an oil filter for a Yanmar engine. A Champion W67/1 will do it. No, they haven't got any oil filters. They've got oil. Well, this is better. Okay, so this store here actually has a great deal more stock, and it's a lot bigger, well organised. And I've got a hinge for the broken toilet seat lid, but they don't have oil filters. What's going on? Don't know why, but I always feel a little bit sad when we get to this stage. Probably because I know that this is the final bit. This is the bit where mousing the lines, mousing the halyards, you know that you're not coming back for a long time, and you're preparing the boat to be left for potentially 6 months. And this time we're leaving the boat in the water, and the water around here is rife with marine life that likes to stick to things. Stuff to do with the engine, but can't get an oil filter, so I'll have to bring that back with me, I think, from the UK, and do it when we come back. Although I did get a new hinge for the toilet seat. And there she is over there, doing her bit with the washing of the ropes. What a grand lass. Yeah, this one is the Genoa halyard. The bit by the snap shackle is the bit that gets the weather. The sea.
Did I not list the whole of this then?
That one, yes, because that's a really old one. Yeah. That one is an old one. Sheenagh's in the smallest room, What are you doing, lovey?
I'm replacing the toilet seat because it broke.
Not the toilet seat,
Not
it's the
the
hinge,
seat,
isn't
the
it?
hinges, yeah.
The hinge.
Someone's going to do it.
Lovely.
No.
She's done well today with all this washing up. Lines, sheets and halyards and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, it's evening time. Getting ready to put things back to bed. Got some little repair jobs to do. My version of mousing line loop. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
You got some sewing repairs to do?
Yeah, have you?
Yeah. The repair tape and then stitched. Cut off all the strangly bits.
Taped. What's that on your hand?
It's
Oh.
it's to push the needle in.
Oh, okay.
So you push the needle through. It's a palm protector.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Well, it must be Sunday. Yes. Oh my word! Look at that. Doesn't it take a long time, this sewing lark? You sewed the bimini, didn't you?
Yeah, that was a lot easier though. I didn't have much to do.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing the inside stuff now.
So the clocks went back this morning, didn't they?
Yeah.
I better hurry up then. It's taken a few hours to do this, but ta-da! Anyway, that's okay. It'll do. It'll last another season, I hope. Not sure about the leech. I don't know how that's going to do because this sticky stuff. I can't really sew that. What I could do is I could sew, but I've been to get some oil and an oil filter from a place about 2.5 miles away from the marina. And on the way back, just noticed there's a huge amount of networks of overhead cables for trams and buses and things. But none of the buses are actually using them. So I just wonder how long it's been in service and how or when it might be back in service, because it's a heck of a network. There's a huge amount of works, building and repairs going on in the city. You good? You ready? You sure you're ready? It doesn't say colonial on there.
Does it?
It doesn't say colonial. Tent is back on. That's the reefing lines. That's the head sail. Oh no, that's the mainsail. That's the mainsail. That's the head sail. I thought we were supposed to be tidying up. Look at the mess! Look at the mess you're making.
Excuse me. Beautiful. Excuse me. Beautiful.
I know.
That's
Yeah.
staying here.
That's me that's making the mess, though, isn't it?
This is all staying here.
Right.
Yeah, three. There's three of them. Yeah, yes.
Well, that looks all right. time to go home.
Mm-hmm.
Options is there,
Yeah,
which is fine. First time leaving the solar panels on for the leisure battery, not for the engine battery. And the only problem we've got left is up there at the top of the mast. Good idea to put a flag up there to keep the birds off, but the flag's got caught around the Windex. No! So I'm going to be going up the mast when we come back. It's going to take a while, one at a time. Good boy. Thank you for your help. This ripped off. Brand new sail. That's the one that's just gone over. I'm worried.
Just sit on, I think.